I think the time has come to find out what Dad was working on. I better check the library card again. I'm sure Dad left me some other clue. It's a card for the Bonetown Library. The card belongs to Henry Morgan, my father. Let's see the last read book, Properties of Concrete. What was he working on in his final research? Better go to the library to make some inquiries. Better not ruin it. I need it for when I arrive at the library. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. Better not go inside. If the innkeeper finds out, I'd be concerned for my safety. Good morning, good sir.
Good morning. How was your night?
There were moments I thought I wouldn't survive. Then I saw a ray of light and realized that the worst was over.
These are just some of the thrills you can experience here at the Dead Man Inn.
What happened to Bonetown in the last few years? I remember when I used to come here that it was a nice little town.
I think it's just progress. The young prefer to go try their luck elsewhere. Apart from a few exceptions. It's just down to us from the older generation to keep up the honor of Bonetown by welcoming the incoming tourists with love and professionalism.
I'd have to dispute that, actually. Is the public library still there?
Sure, boy. It's one of the crown jewels of Bonetown. At least it is according to what Margaret, our librarian, tells us. I'm simply reporting what's said because I personally never go to such places.
Strange. I would have bet the opposite. Could you tell me where it is?
Turn left at the main square, just outside the door. Boy, if you don't want to get lost, use this. It's an old Bonetown postcard, but it was used as a tourist map during the golden years. It could be of use to orient yourself and move around Bonetown.
Thank you.
Are you interested in something in particular?
Just to reminisce a little bit. My father used to take me there all the time. Thanks, and goodbye. Better leave the key here. I don't know if I'll want to avail myself of this service again tonight. There you go. Now I can leave. I'm just noticing now that all the gutters seem brand new. I don't need copper. I don't think fixing my nails would improve the outcome of my visit to Bonetown. I have vague memories from when I was a child, but I don't think the fountain was in this condition. I remember my father told me the city was built around this place because a source of fresh water spilled out of here. Now the city seems to be letting itself go. I could pick all the weeds and try to fix it, but I'm not here for that reason. At first glance, there seem to be different tomes, some of which have considerable value too. I wonder why they're out here. I don't want to take anything from here. It's still material in the public domain. Wow, there are some extremely rare first editions here. Better not. It's like seeing my house. Even if I picked everything up, then it would suffer the same fate in our closet at home. It looks new. I don't need it. It's one of those old message boards on which they hung the wanted posters. Here in Bonetown, time seems to have stopped. There are still posters of the gang that was raging here decades ago. The members have become famous. I recognize the posters of Rufy, Nami, and Zoro. The others are faded from exposure to bad weather. There's also a little footnote. Posters offered by the LaFitte amusement park. I don't need them. It's the public library of Bonetown. I never imagined it would have survived, given the state of the town. It's the front door of Bonetown's library. I think it's the person running the library. Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
What happened to Bonetown in the last few years?
The city has always held more allure at the expense of the small villages, and Bonetown is no exception. All the young people left when they had the chance, leaving the town in its current sorry state. It seems you know our town well, although you're so young. Can I ask your name?
Of course. I'm Willie Morgan.
I'm Margaret. Margaret Teach. But for those who attend the library, I'm just Margaret. Once there was a Morgan here in Bonetown, too. Then he left, seeking fortune, and he became famous. But he never stopped coming back to visit Bonetown. I don't think you know him.
You mean Henry Morgan by any chance?
You surprise me, and that doesn't happen often.
The point is, I know him very well. Henry was my father.
I'm sorry, kid, I didn't know.
Don't worry, it's been a while.
10 years ago, right?
How do you know that?
Kid, I'm the librarian. I basically remember everything that is put on paper, and Henry used to come to our library a lot.
Do you know anything about his disappearance?
Unfortunately, only what I've read about. One night he was here in Bonetown. The morning after, it's like he vanished into thin air. Not a clue, not a trace. No letters or anything that could have guided the search parties to a solution.
Do you know what he was working on in his final research?
I don't know. He always read a lot, basically all the tomes you can find in here. And sometimes at his request, I had to order books from other cities as well.
Do you know if he had enemies, maybe?
Henry? Let's be serious. I think there were very few men as affable as him.
Thanks for the information.
Don't mention it. If I can be of any more help, just ask.
How come all across Bonetown the gutters seem to be new?
They are new. There's been some geological instability in the last few years. We don't know yet if it's due to natural causes or human activity. In any case, the result is that Bonetown no longer has a working water network, and the only way to retrieve some water at a decent cost seems to be this one.
Whose idea was this?
Maybe the only person who really cares about the state of Bonetown, our Mayor Steve Bonnet.
What can you tell me about Steve Bonnet?
He's the only one here doing something to keep Bonetown alive. Without him, our village would be much worse off. I suggest you go visit him. He knows everything about Bonetown. If you need something specific, he'll be able to help you for sure. These days, he lives in the town hall to deal with all the city's problems. But he's always available to everyone.
Thank you. I'll visit him as soon as possible. I need to consult one of your tomes.
It's always a pleasure when someone wants to benefit from the services offered by our library. What are you looking for?
Properties of concrete.
Oh, what a surprise! It's not among the more popular in Bonetown. I guess this is the second consultation in more than 10 years.
Doesn't it get the attention it deserves?
Here in Bonetown, people don't read a lot, especially a book like that. I could never have managed to face it either.
Where can I find it?
I guess it's somewhere on the upper floor. You should recognize it easily.
Thank you. I need to consult one of your tomes.
It's always a pleasure when someone wants to benefit from the services offered by our library. What are you looking for?
Not Very Famous Pirate Songs by Threepwood.
Unfortunately, that's one of the most requested books. There's even a waiting list to consult it.
Grog and Other Delights.
It hasn't been available since 1998, when grog was declared a substance harmful to health, and the book was never reprinted again.
Grog, Are you kidding?
It was a short-lived law, abolished immediately afterward to avoid a mass uprising.
Luckily,
Don't get me started. A cup of grog in the morning is like a panacea. But in case it happens again in the future, I've put aside a personal supply.
I don't recall the exact title.
I'm sorry, but without the title I can't help you.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. A well-stocked library, but it would be a lot of work to put it in order. I have no time to fix other people's things too. If in the future I have to conduct some new research, there are some tomes here that you can't easily find in other libraries. I'm not doing any research in particular right now. For such a small town, there are a lot of books. It's not my priority right now. It seems to be a very old crate. This lock is peculiar to say the least. I'm pretty sure that I'd need a special key if I wanted to open it. It's the famous book Properties of Concrete, the last book read by my father. It's stuck under the huge number of books on the desk. I must find a way to free it. On this desk, there are books of every kind, from how to build a cuckoo clock to anchovy fishing for newbies. How? Should I remove everything on top of it? There's no time, and above all, I wouldn't know where to put all these books. It doesn't work. A peculiar key is needed, or something that could force this lock. What's that old crate upstairs?
It belonged to Charles Teach, a great-great-grandfather of mine. Many years ago, we opened it with the help of a locksmith, but it was empty. Then the key got lost again, and nobody has any interest in it anymore. Maybe the locksmith has a copy of it somewhere. I never feel like throwing it away. It's still a family heirloom after all.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. A well-stocked... I don't think fixing my nails would improve the outcome of my visit to Bonetown. Better not. It's like seeing my house. Even if I picked everything up, then it would suffer. I don't want to take anything from here. They're barrels filled with water. It says to follow the arrow to access the museum. I didn't know that Bonetown had a museum too, especially a museum in this obscure alley. I don't think that dragging this barrel of over 100 liters would benefit me a lot. If I had to guess, there are more than 100 chicken dishes. I may be wrong, but I think the owner specializes in cooking chicken every possible way. One-Eyed Jack Restaurant. The name is catchy, the sign much less so. I don't know what's worse, the chicken wings used as bones at the sides of the skull, or the general state of the sign. Everything here is going to the dogs. I wonder what happened to the city. It wasn't always like this. Menu of the day, chicken, or chicken and salad, or chicken, salad, and cheese. While for drinks, there's only grog. It looks like it was installed recently. The innkeeper said the library is on the left, starting from the square. I better solve the clue left by my father first. I don't want to go back. It's the sign for a museum. I don't know what interesting stuff there is to see. It's not specified on the sign. I can't see the opening time either. Dark alley, ambiguous sign, no opening time for the public, and an old open door. I like it. It's one of the most modern objects I've seen in Bonetown so far. I don't know how, but I hope it might come in handy. It seems like the propeller of an old vessel. There's also some writing. Flying Dutchman. I don't think it's that Flying Dutchman. At first glance, it appears to weigh over 100 kilos. Surely working out in the gym made me stronger, but I don't think it performed any miracles. I don't think it's useful like this. I don't think I should use it on the book. Let's try. It worked! Check out what we have here. Let's see what it is. It's another letter from my father. It's dated July 22nd, 2008, earlier than the other one. There's also a piece of paper that seems more ancient, but I can't figure out what it is. Better take a look right now. If Dad did all this so that I'd find it, there must be something important. Now I understand what the piece of paper was that I found with the letter. Dad always performed great feats, but I never imagined he was looking for kids' treasure. It has always been said that it was basically a legend. I don't remember the complete story exactly, but maybe the librarian can help me. And I have a list of names. Better start asking information of the townsfolk, without attracting too much attention. I don't need my father's old library card anymore. Even if someone found it, it would be useless. I have the letter and the piece of map belonging to my dad. It's a piece of the map belonging to Captain Kidd, but I can't do anything with it if I don't find all the other 8 pieces as well. Am I wrong, or did you tell me your name is Margaret Teach?
That's correct.
Do you know a man named Charles Teach?
Your question surprises me. How do you know my great-great-grandfather?
I'm doing some research on the genealogy of Bonetown, and I stumbled upon the Teach family.
Yes, it's been several generations now since the Teaches settled in Bonetown.
What can you tell me about Charles Teach in particular?
He was the one who brought the name Teach here to Bonetown, but of his past, little is known. My great-grandma told me that he was a former fisherman with a knack for books. This library is a donation he made to the city of Bonetown just before he died. After he arrived here in Bonetown, he devoted himself exclusively to reading, and many of these books were bought directly by him.
He had so many of them that he basically founded the town library, which then became the family business for the following generations, too.
And he didn't leave anything else apart from the books?
All he left is stored on the upper floor, but it's mostly junk. The real treasure was his books. There's also an old crate without a key, but it looks empty.
Do you by any chance know the story of Captain William Kidd?
Sure, it is mostly a legend.
In the golden era of piracy, Kidd stood out for his endeavors, if you could call them that.
The endeavors of a pirate aren't exactly heroic most of the time.
Anyway, his ship, the Adventure Galley, was supposedly filled with treasures when it suddenly disappeared. A few years later, in 1701, Kidd was captured and executed, but his ship and the crew were never found.
What do you think happened?
What always happened at that time? Kidd and his crew squandered all the loot, and to cover their tracks, they sold or even burned the ship.
After this story, Kidd became legendary.
Thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bonetown Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Very strange. I have the feeling I'm being watched. Better be careful. You never know what can happen in Bonetown. I think this is the town hall, and this is the entrance door. Another alley. Drugstore of Dr. Fred Every. There are even some love potions and other remedies not known to science. It's the drugstore door. It's full of every kind of bottle and vial. I don't even know if some are legal or not. It contains a lot of jelly beans. It only works with 5-cent coins. The sign says, "Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub." It's by far the most modern thing I've ever seen here in Bonetown. Blacksmith since 1827. I think he knows his business. It doesn't seem to be in good condition. I can't believe it. Somebody brought the engine of an F-18 to get fixed. This blacksmith must be very good. There's everything imaginable here. This is the hood of some car. Its brightness really draws attention. Armor always intimidates me a bit. It's the Bonetown Armory. It looks really massive. Shiny. Copper of very fine quality. Really flashy. It's the entrance door to the instrument store. It's a souvenir photo booth and some posters belonging to the LaFitte Park. There's also a super promotion. 1 shot, 3 posters. Interesting. It says, amusement park entrance to the right, main road to the left, lighthouse straight ahead. LaFitte Amusement Park. I think this was once an amusement park of a certain reputation. Now it looks completely abandoned. One of the few things still left intact from the LaFitte Amusement Park. I think they're installing the new gutters on these roofs, too. These are pebbles of pumice stone, light and with 1,000 uses. A few pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're light but resistant. It's an old family crypt. It probably belongs to some rich family in Bonetown. Maintenance wasn't very helpful here. It's the access door to the church. It's a box full of tools. He seems very busy with that car. Hello.
Hi, do you need something?
He seems very busy.
Good boy. I can see you're very perceptive.
Let's say it's one of my numerous gifts, in addition to...
I'll stop you right there. I already said you're very perceptive, and you noticed that I'm very busy. What does that tell you?
That you need my help?
Absolutely. Here's what I need now. Could you please talk to me as little as possible, at least until I'm finished with this job?
Is it a long job?
You have no idea.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's a box full of tools.
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
I get it. It's an old car. It's an old engine, but there's no gasoline. It won't work if you don't start the engine first. From what I see, I guess it still runs on gasoline or something similar. A ship is depicted. Maybe it's some sort of allegory. I think it depicts a village with a boat getting closer. It's a beautiful stained glass window. From here I can't see it clearly. Maybe by entering the church it would be more visible. I think someone forgot this old camera here. Maybe he was disappointed by the subject. Maybe it could come in handy. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, son.
I was admiring the beauty of this church.
You're right. It's a real piece of art. It dates back a few centuries and is all thanks to an ancestor of mine. After he traveled across the ocean, he settled here in Bonetown. Seeing the condition of the village, he wanted to build a place of comfort for wayward souls at all costs.
What was the name of your ancestor?
Edward Drake, the first minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, Father, I think I understand.
This calling has been handed down from one generation to another, right up to today.
How are things going for the Church of Bonetown?
Under my guidance, there's nothing to fear. Unfortunately, my flock has been reduced in number, but not in the strength of its faith. There are just a few troublemakers, a few kids who still don't have the patience to listen to my small 2-hour sermons, but nothing more.
How come Bonetown is in this condition?
Progress. Bonetown remained a pure city, like when my ancestor arrived and never adapted to progress, and the latest events surely didn't help.
What events?
There are weird stories going around. Some of the faithful said they've seen people, not locals, digging around the city. We warned the mayor, who went personally to the places in question, but he found them already abandoned. Rumors say these excavations caused a hydrogeological instability that's depleting Bonetown's water supply. Fortunately, the holes were filled in again to prevent any damage to our flourishing city tourism.
What do you mean exactly by flourishing tourism?
Son, just the mere chance to visit our holy church should be good reason to come to Bonetown. Our little St. Peter.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little.
Plus, we have a lot of other pleasant attractions. Here in Bonetown, we don't lack anything. Library, museum, amusement park, one of the most famous inns of the area.
I wish I knew that earlier. I'm staying at the Dead Man Inn.
That one, precisely. Everybody envies us for it.
Who exactly envies the Dead Man Inn?
Come again, son?
Nothing, Father. I was just reflecting on my luck. What's the reason, in your opinion, for these illegal excavations?
Rumors say that under Bonetown there are veins of precious materials, and that the excavations were tests conducted by companies without city approval. The mayor would never let the city be disfigured.
What materials might be in Bonetown's subsoil?
Some fantasize about golden veins. Others say it's copper or tin. I think there is nothing at all, or they would have surely realized it when they built the city. There's been no findings of any precious materials, either today or in the past. In doubt, the mayor may put some signs around that forbid excavations in all areas adjoining the town.
Can you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor? First minister of the Bonetown community, upstanding guide of the Bonetown's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, that one.
Before coming here to Bonetown, it is said he was a skilled glassmaker. All the stained glass windows of the church are his handiwork, created by his powerful hand, fused with the sacred fire of faith, designed with the ecstasy of supreme adoration.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every time I look at them, the fervor of the Drakes ignites within me once again.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Interesting. Seeing such a huge ship represented on a big stained glass window is not something you see every day. I wonder from which religious source the master glassmaker took inspiration. It's accurate in every detail. Actually, now that I'm looking at it carefully, on one of the sails there are even some micro-inscriptions. It's a shame I can't get any closer. It's an old Polaroid that someone left in the church. You can still take some snapshots with it. I'll have to choose the subject to be immortalized carefully. I don't think that's important enough to be photographed. The story seems to continue. The boat is about to reach a safe haven. I don't see why, and in the end, a flourishing city. Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
I think they can be used in a more useful way. I don't think that's a... A ship is depicted. He seems... Let's say it's one of my numerous...
I'll stop.
That we have become friends?
In a certain sense, so I need a favor from a friend. Could you please talk to me as little as...
Is it a long...
You have...
He seems...
Good boy.
Let's say it's one of my numerous...
I'll stop you right...
That you need to talk to someone?
Maybe. So now I have to tell you something very important. Could you please talk to me as little as possible, at least until I'm finished with this job?
Is it a long job?
You have no idea.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't have my driver's license yet. It's empty. There's no need to enter. They're white flowers. Here in Bonetown, they still have to start treating the public green. Flowers are practically a rarity. Right now, I wouldn't know what to do with it. They would immediately wilt. It's a tombstone. Surely among these must be one in remembrance of my father, but I don't know which one it is. After he vanished, we never came back here to Bonetown. This crypt seems more recent than the others. The entrance is locked, quite rightly. Restricted access will be reserved for family members only. This crypt is open. Somebody transformed this crypt into some sort of house. It probably became a shelter for someone. It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things. I hope it's just an exposition coffin that ended up here by mistake. I don't want to open a coffin. It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things. It looks like the owner loves to collect all kinds of instruments. I can see a charango and ukulele and many others that I can't recognize. It seems to me these are rare pieces. They seem like exact replicas of silver, gold, and platinum records. It's the owner of the shop. It's a tuning fork. A tuning fork can always come in handy. Excuse me, can I take that tuning fork?
Sure. It's available to customers to find harmony.
Thanks. It's an old jukebox. It's already working. There's no need to waste coins. Hello.
Hello, dude. Peace be with you. May I help you somehow?
I like the selection of instruments in this shop.
Thanks, dude. It took years to stock up so much choice, to test every single instrument to make it harmoniously perfect.
As in an orchestra where everything must be perfect?
No, dude. No. I'm talking about harmony, with a capital H. Each instrument has a sound that connects your inner self with the motion of the universe, making you a part of the whole.
And did you find the formula for this harmony?
Dude, for more than 50 years, I've experienced things that link me with the harmony of the universe, but the path is still long, and there's still a lot to try.
That's not hard to believe. I'd be curious to know what kind of experiments you conducted.
Better not ask certain things, dude.
In this case, I agree. Is smoking allowed in this shop?
Dude, who do you take me for? I could never go against the law and cause harm.
It looks like you're smoking.
No, dude, this is the new frontier. Electronic cigarettes.
I see. Aromatized flavor?
Yeah, you could say that. An aroma that expands your mind to connect you with the whole.
I'm content. I don't want to investigate further. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I wish you peace and love.
It seems there is a back room. Hey, there are other musical instruments here too, but these seem to be more ancient. It seems antique. Very antique. There's an inscription. Walter Fly, 1712. Walter Fly is the same name that my father wrote in his letter found in the library. Don't touch. Property of the Fly family. It's another poster of the LaFitte amusement park. I saw one just like it at the inn. I guess the Bonetown community really believed in that project. I already have a lot of things in my bag. A musical triangle. There's a plate here too. Property of Walter Fly. Usually there's a metallic stick to make it play, but I can't see that here. I need something else to make it vibrate. It should work. What was that? There's a hideout in the wall. The opening mechanism seems to have activated with the sound of the instrument. Ingenious. An alcove with sound recognition. The inventor must have been a genius. The opening is too narrow. I can't even see what's inside. It's a beautiful specimen of cello. I haven't played one of these in a while. Mom wanted me to learn to play an instrument at all costs, and my choice was the cello. It seemed to me the right mix between a classic violin and a modern guitar. It's a bow for a cello, but the hair is missing. It's a bow, but it's so old that the hair is worn out. I'll take it with me. If I can find a way to replace the hair, I can use the cello. It seems antique. Very antique. There's an inscription. Walter Fly, 1712. Walter Fly is the same name that my father wrote in his letter found in the library. It looks like a mechanical piano. I can't play it. To make it work, a musical roll would be necessary. I never saw one so old, though. There's an engraving. Walter Fly, 1712. Have you ever heard of Walter Fly?
I'm thinking, dude. I think he's a singer from the 60s? No, wait. Dude, inspiration? It's just about to come. It's been a while since I heard that name. Walter Fly was a distant relative of mine. My third or fourth something or other. If I recall correctly, in the back room is a mechanical piano that belonged to him. Dude, he was like a musical genius. A sort of Beethoven of his age. Just that he didn't play in big theaters, only on transport vessels, or so I recall. Plus, he was very good at mechanics. Dude, he knew how to put things in harmony.
What do you mean?
The harmony between music and mechanics. Everything revolves around harmony, dude. In the back room, there are still instruments at the time Walter Fly came here to Bonetown.
I understand. How come the instruments in the back room are not on display?
For the harmony of things, dude. Those instruments must be in that room. If I move them, I'd change the order of the things, and it wouldn't be good at all.
Really?
Actually, no, they can't be sold. One of my great-great-grandfathers put a clause on that action. The Flies can sell all instruments, except for those that belong to our progenitor. I think it's a sign of respect for the legacy he left us. If I sell them, I'd be going against the will of my ancestors, and I'd ruin the harmony. Dude, harmony is important.
I have no doubt. It seems something is missing from the piano in the back room.
Dude, you have sharp eyes. That is one of the first mechanical pianos. It works with a specific roll that makes the melody start.
Can you tell me where I can find a roll?
Impossible. I know there was only one for that model, but it was lost long before I was even born. My father told me that his grandfather loaned it to someone. For what reason, I don't know. And then it was never given back. I have no idea where it might have ended up.
Thanks anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I wish you peace and love.
Better not. Let's try and hope it still works. There's a super promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate. All offered by the LaFitte amusement park. The things you do to attract customers. Woo! I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself. Great, 3 posters of me. I wouldn't say I'm exactly photogenic, but the flash didn't exactly help either. I think these are the remains of the amazing LaFitte amusement park. It seems it has been turned into the town dump over time. There's something shiny on the roof. Maybe it's the only thing worth taking from this place. It looks like a chimney, but strangely, it seems to be covered by a huge number of engravings. I think they can be used in a more useful way. There are still some prizes inside. I wonder how it works. I can't force it. It still looks very sturdy. It's an old attraction. You must strongly pound the base to make the weight go up the vertical rail so that it strikes the bell and makes it ring. Difficult task without even the original hammer. It's the poster used to sponsor the carousel next door. Come to measure your strength. Make the bell ring. Only Rock LaFitte, the strongest man in the world, has done it. Rock LaFitte. It seems to me that he was on the list my father left me. I gather he was the onboard carpenter. Once in Bonetown, he was the only one who had the technical knowledge to build an amusement park from scratch. Life aboard the ship must have trained him a lot. I can believe he was the only one to make the bell ring. You surely need a considerable amount of strength. My arms are not long enough. There's something shiny on the roof. Maybe it's the only thing worth taking from this place. Such a nice little animal. Actually, scratch that. It's the seagull's nest. I can see many little objects inside that it surely picked up around Bonetown. Wait a minute. I believe I see a coin. I think I could find a use for it. Better not. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I don't think that's important enough to be photographed. Keep out. Threatening, but not excessively. The planks still look in good shape. I'd say all these signs create only unjustified panic. And this comes from someone who rode a bike with no brakes. $16.99. The light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1. Start. 2. Steer. It doesn't seem difficult. It's a beautiful horizon. I think I can even see Oak Island. It can only be admired. I wouldn't know what to do with it. It's a rudimentary control box. I think it adjusts the position of the lighthouse. There's a sort of map with coordinates, but there are no other indications. It's the opening to access the actual lighthouse. It's the opening to access the actual lighthouse. It's the old lighthouse of Bonetown. It must be nearly identical to what it was originally. Then some piece was added during subsequent maintenance, but I guess its basic function remained unchanged. It doesn't work if the lighthouse is off. I could stand in line waiting for someone to show up, or I could spend my time any other way. I'm quite sure it's a felony to remove public material, and I can't see why I should do that. A gun from the 18th century. There's also a little inscription, J. Roger. I could be wrong, but I think it's John Rogers' gun, one of Kid's crew. I need to get hold of it. The engraving says J. Roger. Let's try to see if there's something that might be useful to my research. Oops, I better put everything back as it was. Sorry, my mistake.
Careful, boy. I don't like to repeat myself, so I'll tell you only once. It's not wise taking something without permission in a shop that sells weapons.
Thanks for the advice. This alarm is a problem. I have to find a way to avoid activating it. There are shields of all ages and for everybody's taste. I don't think they would be useful to me, unless I want to take part in a medieval carousel, but right now, that's not among the things I aim to do. A nice arsenal. I don't need them. It's a little catapult. It looks like a toy. There's no ammo. I need something to test the range of this mini catapult. This sign invites me to the marriage. It says, "New arrival. Try it."
No problem. That always happens when kids play with it. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
They're scissors. Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapon Shop.
Thank you. I think he's the owner of the shop. Good morning.
Good morning to you, young man. Are you interested in something?
I need weapons. Many weapons.
No problem. Here you can find as many as you want. And if you don't see something around, I can order it for you. But I need your ID and your carry permit.
I'll be back with the documents. Many documents.
I'm sure of it.
Excuse me. All these weapons are messing with my mind. How long has this shop been running?
Basically ever since Bonetown existed. In every town there's a shop selling weapons, and Rogers is the ultimate shop in the city. We have weapons from all countries and all ages. Our centerpiece is that gun on display over there. It dates all the way back to the early 1700s. My grandpa found it hidden in his attic. It's in a perfect state of preservation.
I'd only like to take a look, thanks. How does your alarm system work?
It detects the presence, weight, and dimensions of the object. As soon as this is removed, it immediately goes off. The only chance to steal it would be to substitute the gun with another identical one. But being one of a kind, it's absolutely impossible. I'd say it's a foolproof system.
Understood. I noticed that the city is being revitalized with all those new gutters.
Let's say we must make a virtue of necessity. We've got serious water problems here in Bonetown, and, I would add, serious economic problems too. Our Mayor Steve is trying to tackle all these problems as best he can. I think it's a good compromise. All that shiny brass seems to beautify Bonetown, and simultaneously provides the water we need to get by.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let's see if there's anyone here. They look like long blacksmith tongs. Better take them with me. You never know. I'm out for repair. Don't touch anything. It looks like the blacksmith has a lot to do. Too many things. I can't take them all. It's in order. It's a matchbox. They could always come in handy. It really looks like it, but I don't think it could be that very hammer. I don't know how, but it could be useful. It looks like a sort of water distribution system. I believe it works with gravity. Such a lovely specimen. I suppose it's here to get its horseshoes fixed. Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive. Better not. I don't think that would work. It doesn't seem to be in good condition. It's a 3D printer. It's weird seeing something so technologically advanced here in Bonetown. They're automatic vending machines. I'm not thirsty. I don't know if it's the owner of this place or just a customer. Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub.
Is this supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub. You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or getting rid of the tools.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
How is business going in Bonetown?
I only opened this business recently, but I'm very confident. The market research I did before opening in Bonetown is very accurate. So it's just a matter of time, and then I'm sure I'll find great satisfaction.
What kind of market research?
I was passing by Bonetown when I had a car problem. I asked for help from the town mechanic. After the hike to check out my stalled car, he asked me if by any chance I had something to drink. And so the light bulb went on in my head. Ding! If people here need takeaway drinks, I'll be here to serve them.
So you just relied on the opinion of a single person who happened to be thirsty?
Exactly. I know how to read the needs of a village. It's from little things that big projects grow.
I have some serious doubts, but I wish you luck.
Thanks, but luck doesn't have anything to do with it. Intuition and precise calculations are the foundations of every solid venture.
That's right, I agree. How do you handle your operation?
Ha! That's simple. The vending machines and the signs do their work. I just have to wait for the customers and invest the proceeds in my other passion, video games.
Oh, so you're a developer?
Ha! Please. I want to make a living. I play everything I can and help developers with my precise and sharp feedback.
Of course. Who's the town mechanic?
He's a very skilled local handyman. They still call him the blacksmith here. He can fix practically anything. At first I had some problems with the vending machines, and he took care of making them go again. Now he's tinkering with my car. Now that I've moved here, I don't need it anymore. Since I have no urgency to get it fixed, I told the blacksmith he could work on it during the slow times. Since then, I haven't seen him around anymore.
I understand. I noticed the new gutters in Bonetown.
I didn't. I'm not from around here. I recently opened my business, and I'm dedicating body and soul to it. I've never ventured out to take a tour of the town.
That's a shame. You don't know what you're missing. I also saw a 3D printer.
Yes, it's the latest fashion. I decided to expand my market. By offering different products in the same store, I have more chance to succeed.
Drinks and 3D printers?
I see you also grasp the symbiosis of the two things.
I wasn't exactly paying you a compliment.
This is another of my brilliant ideas. You can use it if you want. The first time, it's free, just to encourage the customer to come back.
And many people use it here in Bonetown?
Some pass by here to see it, supposing it's an aquarium. But as soon as they recognize its potential, a universe of opportunity will open up to them.
I like your enthusiasm. I'll make good use of it too, then.
It's at your disposal when you want it.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Useless. I already have all the energy I need. It looks like some kind of power supply, but I've never seen anything like this. It doesn't work like that. It's the same printer we use at school. Here on the side is a multi-format reader. It can read USB sticks, CDs, etc., and it's also a scanner to read data directly from images. Once all the info has been inserted into the reader, it'll be converted into data, which will be passed on to the printer. Only then will it be ready to begin operating. Here are the pics I took with the Polaroid. Now that the photographic film is over, I don't need that Polaroid anymore. I don't think there are any specialist photography shops here in Bonetown. The subject is the gun from the armory, photographed from different points of view for a more complete overview. It should work. The photos surely have to be inserted here. Very well. A perfect plastic copy of the gun photographed in the shop. This printer model uses materials that faithfully reproduce the original objects by starting from simple photos. This replica could surely come in handy. It's a faithful replica of the gun I photographed at the armory. I can't do that now. The owner might see me. There's no ammo. I need something to test the range of this mini catapult. Goodbye.
Good.
Its brightness really draws attention. I can't believe it. Somebody brought the engine of an F-18 to get fixed. This blacksmith must be very good. It doesn't seem to be in good condition. Its brightness really draws attention. Armor always intimidates me a bit.
Don't worry. It's an irresistible attraction to the kids. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
Finally, let's see if there's a clue. Hopefully it's not loaded. Very good. Inside the barrel was a piece of the map. Roger's piece. I don't feel at ease with a real weapon in my pocket. I'd rather not take it with me. But I can't get rid of it here or the owner would get suspicious. I'd better leave it somewhere outside of the store. Looks like a good spot here. Now it seems much less aggressive. Nice. Now I have 2 pieces of the map. It contains a lot of jelly beans. It only works with 5-cent coins. They look like garden tools. I wonder why they are in here.
Hey! That is fragile instrumentation. You can't take it without authorization.
Excuse me, I thought it was available for customers.
No, it's extremely important equipment for my job. Only I can use it. Or whoever has my permission.
All right. It's a piece of paper with some writing on it.
I need it. I wrote down the ingredients I require to complete the recipe I'm working on.
I understand. He looks more like a scientist than a pharmacist. Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I was just browsing.
No problem. But please don't touch anything without my permission. I've arranged everything so that it will make my work easier.
What work?
I'm developing a recipe that will make me rich. I just have to find the final ingredients.
Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say no. The ones you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on, as well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop. You can take as much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot. What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Bone Town.
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
What would I get in return?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Tremendously epic. All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right. What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is completed, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay. Goodbye.
See you soon. When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best. I better be going now. The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave. I hope they grew spontaneously. It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later. I could finally find the flowers the pharmacist asked me to find. Let's try this one. No way, the weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring. Maybe now they will come in handy. Got it. It's not a chimney. It looks more like a roll with a series of engravings on it. I don't think I still need these bulky tongs. It's a roll used to make an instrument play automatically. In this case, I believe it's a piano. There's a signature and a date. April 24th, 1712. Walter Fly. If it really works, Fly would be a genius. There are still some prizes inside. I wonder how it works. Better use it with caution. I could cause serious damage. Difficult task without even the original hammer. I think they can be used in a more useful way. I think this is the best possible way to use these matches. Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left. I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses. Great, but it's better to close the opening or I'll risk that flame burning out. Good job. Okay, let's try. It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates. There's no recognizable place mentioned as reference for where to aim the lighthouse. Okay, let's try. It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates. There's no recognizable place mentioned as reference for where to aim the lighthouse. It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later. The upper floor seems to be condemned. What a weird globe. It's covered in notes. I think he's Steve Bonnet. He has aged fast. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve? There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willie, is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me, Willie Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Willie, and welcome back to Bonetown. I can't show you around, but for anything else, feel free to ask.
Thanks. How are things going here in Bonetown?
Not very well, I'd say. It's becoming harder and harder to run Bonetown. People leave, and the problems are constantly increasing.
Yes, when I got here, I had problems parking my bike.
Parking problems as well? That too must go on the list.
You mean the lack of courtesy at the old inn?
Are you staying at the old inn? The owner seems to be grumpy and surly. But actually, alright, I'll try to talk to him at the first opportunity. I'll write it down among the many things to do. I'd let you stay here, but to deal with the city expenses, I left my old house. Now I sleep in that little room over there. It's the only way I've found to be able to run Bonetown as best as I can.
Have you ever thought of hiring someone to give you a hand?
Yes, but funds are limited, and nobody wanted to take on this responsibility.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. But I launched an investigation, and there's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown. How are things going here in Bonetown?
The bigger problem seems to be our water at the moment. The water resources are drying up. I'm investing my remaining finances and the last of the city's funds to get it back to its former state.
You really care a lot about Bonetown.
I was born and raised here. I don't want it to stay like this.
Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers, before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. Despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family, and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn, where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello, but there was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened, but Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me. Do you, by any chance, know what Dad was working on?
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night fantasizing.
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks. These are stamps of Bonetown. Better ask for permission. I'd risk looking like a thief.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure. There's a lot of disorder up there. I don't think that ransacking this paperwork will help me in any way. Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Thanks, I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp. I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly. See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks. I might need one. I'll take the more worn one. I think it's the restaurant manager. Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to the one-eyed Jack of the Bellamy family.
Are you a great-grandson of Eddie Bellamy?
Absolutely, kid. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was the best cook of the 7 seas. He was the one who founded the first one-eyed Jack, and since then we've come a long way.
Do you mean that you've expanded all over the world?
Absolutely not. Bonetown has always been the one and only place where you can taste one of our delicacies.
Do you mean that you've introduced new original recipes?
Oh, absolutely not. Nobody can improve Grandfather Eddie's recipes. A distant cousin tried to do that, starting his own company, the Mix something. But I haven't heard about it since, so I don't think he had our luck.
Surely not your luck, yeah. I don't get it, but it's okay anyway. I glimpsed the menu outside the club. What's your specialty?
Chicken, kid. Delicious free-range chicken.
Only chicken?
Absolutely, kid. Chicken is our main ingredient. Healthy, genuine, and it's not fattening, so you can eat as much as you want. We Bellamys have invented more than 100 recipes to serve it with.
A diverse menu, then. How's business going?
Money is not important to the Bellamys. Our forefather, Eddie Bellamy, left us a little nest egg to pursue our family mission.
And what would that be?
Find the chosen one.
What do you mean by chosen one?
The family legend says that Eddie Bellamy, progenitor of the Bellamys, learned every recipe on how to cook chicken. But his efforts in the kitchen seemed not to be appreciated by customers, who considered his recipes mere common chicken, bumpkins. So he created the only meal that was not chicken-based, the Bellamy cookie. The patrons seemed to be thrilled by the extraordinary innovation. But Eddie, given the indifference his cooking received before that, imposed one condition. Only the chosen one could taste the cookie from the Bellamy recipe. And since then, from generation to generation, the search has kept going.
Which cookie are we talking about?
The sacred cookie, contained in that glass case, built to keep its fragrance intact.
How long has it been in that case?
Since the day it was baked by Eddie Bellamy. And according to legend, it seems Eddie found a recipe for a pastry that could last for centuries without losing its fragrance.
Do you mean that in all these years, nobody was able to earn the right?
Absolutely not. That is the original cookie. Never has another one been baked.
How can you recognize the chosen one?
That'll be the only one who can pass the test.
What test?
The menu, kid. The menu. Only the worthy will listen to the entire menu without blinking an eye. And at that point, he'll have earned the cookie, along with honor and fame.
Very epic. Where does the test take place?
At the table. When you feel ready, take your seat, and we'll see if you might be the chosen one. But don't get your hopes up. We're extremely selective.
I've seen that all through Bonetown there are new gutters.
Yes. The mayor decided to invest the city's money that way. It's not a bad idea. By channeling the rainwater, the city will ensure some drinkable water.
The mayor?
Yes, Steve Bonnet. He's the man who's been taking care of the city for countless years. Luckily, he's in charge, or Bonetown would already be a ghost city.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your stay in Bonetown.
It's a very strong lock. It's a glass case equipped with a lock. It seems there is a sort of fortune cookie inside it. I can't open this case without the right key. The lock seems to be tamper-proof. It's a table.
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
I feel ready.
Very well. I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test is over. I'm sorry. I thought you were different from the others. For now, you're not the chosen one.
And yet I was sure I'd be the one. I don't want to ruin it. It doesn't work. I don't need them. It seems like the propeller of an old vessel. There's also some writing. Flying Dutchman. I don't think it's that Flying Dutchman. At first glance, it appeared surely working out in the gym made me stronger, but I don't think it performed any miracles. I don't want to waste it like that. Let's give a touch of authenticity to this poster. Now it seems that it was issued by a town hall department. The stamp has done its duty. I don't need it anymore. These are my posters from the LaFitte amusement park, with an official stamp of Bonetown. It's a book on Tom Raleigh, prominent artist of Bonetown. There's something written. Free. Maybe it will come in handy.
Go ahead and take it. It will open both your heart and your mind. Some stickers to support Tom Raleigh's cause are included as well. We also need your help to make this artist known.
Thanks. Prisons, the story of Tom Raleigh. Now I know why this book is free. It seems more like a series of rambling stories instead of a serious biography. Maybe there's just one bit of plausible information. Here it says that Tom Raleigh's past is dark. He was repeatedly put in prison in Bonetown for being drunk and disorderly. The stickers are nice, but the book is useless to me. I'd rather put this book back in its place. Probably someone else will find it more interesting. It could be a good idea. Now it seems that the wanted man is Tom Raleigh. The resemblance to me is remarkable. Now things are getting serious. It's a wanted poster for Tom Raleigh, with a Bonetown official stamp, which makes it an authentic document. Free. It looks like there was a race to the bottom for this volume. I don't think it would come in handy. I'd say it's scary.
It's my handiwork. It seemed to me that the subject respected all the classical canons.
Maybe they're not the same canons I studied at school.
It's one of the few pieces left by Tom Raleigh. Ancient sources said that he was a prodigy in cartography drawing, but everything has been lost.
I understand. It's part of the museum exhibition. Better leave it where it is. There's something written on it. For the heirs of Tom Raleigh.
What do you think you're doing? Have you seen what is written on the envelope? It's the property of Tom Raleigh's heirs.
But I'm one of his great-grandsons.
I'm a researcher, as well as a capable artist. Bring me concrete proof and you can have the envelope. Until then, the envelope will remain museum property.
Based on his posture, I think he lives here. I guess he's a sort of janitor or curator of the museum. Good morning.
Good morning. Can I do something for you? I am very busy and I'd hate to lose time.
Are you the museum janitor?
No. I'm the curator, as well as the only artist in Bonetown.
Remarkable. Busy doing what?
I don't think you'd understand. You don't look like you have an open mind like us artists.
Please, I'm very curious.
No.
Come on, share it with me.
No.
Okay, I don't think it was that important anyway.
Not important. Are you kidding me? My research is, of vital importance for Bonetown and its history.
Research for peace of mind?
Funny.
Finding himself?
No.
What kind of research?
I'm trying to clear the name of one of the most controversial figures of Bonetown.
Who are we talking about?
Tom Raleigh. He spent almost his whole life in here.
Was he a researcher too?
No. This was a prison once. They say that Raleigh, because of his alcohol problems, spent most of his sober time in here.
In every town there's a drunkard.
No. Tom wasn't a drunkard. His artistic life was very troubled. My research proved that.
Have you already done other research on Raleigh?
Yes. You can find everything about it in the book I wrote on Raleigh. You can take a copy if you like.
Already done. Very illuminating.
Really? What passage impressed you most?
When he talks about his family life?
Here in Bonetown, he never had a family, but everybody considered him part of the city.
Just what I meant. How come you're so obsessed with Tom Raleigh?
It's not that I'm obsessed. Tom Raleigh was an artist, just like me. Some of the objects in here are his works. But, as with all misunderstood geniuses, he had a devil inside. Some people claim that, in the midst of a drunken stupor, he could produce his best works. But once he was sober, he destroyed those works because he deemed them not to have been done by him. And I, being a misunderstood genius myself, now want to clear his image.
If you say so. And how do you think you can do that?
I'm trying to recover all the works left by the master. And in the meantime, I'm tracing Raleigh's great-grandsons by delivering the only thing he left here in Bonetown.
Money?
An artist with money? I don't think that's possible.
His dignity?
No.
A toothbrush?
Don't joke about that. We artists are not interested in personal care.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm talking about that envelope.
What are the contents of the envelope?
I don't know. It's an official document classified by the police and kept here in the museum. It says for Raleigh's heirs. I can't open it. It would go against my artist's code of ethics.
And probably against some laws as well.
Yes. I'm looking for Raleigh's heirs to deliver it. So I might know what happened to Raleigh once he left Bonetown, too.
Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Here you are.
Interesting.
Sure. They are wanted posters of Tom Raleigh. I found them at home in an old chest left to us by one of my ancestors. I know that in the past he had some problems with the law. My poor great-great-great-grandfather Tom.
Actually, they look authentic. The resemblance to you is evident, especially after he drank a bit.
Oh, thanks.
And the stamp is authentic as well. There is no doubt you're one of Tom's heirs. Finally, I have something for you. Take that envelope. Tom forgot it here, in the old prison after his last, visit. Since then, nobody has ever seen him anymore. Can you tell me what happened to him?
The usual things for an artist. Life on the edge. No financial security.
Just as I thought. I have to follow his path. Take his envelope and make your forefather proud of you. Now I have to refine my technique so that it will at least be equal to that of Master Raleigh.
Thanks a lot. There's something written on it. For the heirs of Tom Raleigh. Better leave before opening the envelope. Let's open it. I'm intrigued to see what Tom Raleigh left me. As I suspected, inside there's both a piece of the map I was looking for and a little flask. By the smell, I'd say the rumors about Tom's drinking problems were true. Best to add this piece of the map to the others. Let's just hope the contents of the flask won't spill out into the bag. I don't want to give the impression of being a drunkard.
Hello?
Boss, it's me. Bob is keeping an eye on the young Morgan. It looks like he's snooping around Bone Town, but we still don't know the reason. He's either particularly good or he has nothing to hide.
I don't trust him. It's strange that Henry's son shows up again in town after all these years. Continue with the surveillance. Sooner or later, he'll make a wrong move.
Okay, boss. I'll keep you posted.
Good. I'm close this time, and another Morgan won't stop me.
It's a flask that still contains something alcoholic.
It's one of the few pieces left by Tom Raleigh. Ancient sources said that he was a prodigy in cartography drawing, but everything has been lost.
It's part of the museum exhibition. Better leave it where it is. Better use it with caution. I could cause serious damage. Better not. Better use it with caution. I don't think that... I don't want to take anything from here. It's still material in the public domain. Thanks, and goodbye. It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back. He actually told I better try later. Better not. An old anvil. It still seems in good condition. I don't think that beating that hammer here would be useful. Maybe if there was something between the anvil and the hammer, it would be more helpful. I don't think that would... I don't think fixing my nails would improve the out... It looks like a sort of water distribution system. I believe it works with gravity. Too many things. I can't take them all. Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive. There's no ammo. I need something to... Better not do it again. The owner went to fix the damage caused by the previous shot, so I'd risk hitting him. It's not very nice to reverse the directions. Someone could get lost in this huge city. I don't think I can use anything else. Better not. Let's try this one. No way. The weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring. It's an old attraction. You must strongly pound the base to make the weight go up the vertical rail so that it strikes the bell and makes it ring. I don't want to open a coffin. He seems very busy.
Good boy.
Let's say it's one of my...
I'll stop you right there.
That you need...
Maybe. Could you...
Is it a long...
You had...
Goodbye.
Bye. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life.
I get it. Better not. I can't. It needs gasoline to work. The alcoholic content of the liquid in this flask is remarkable. It could work. Done. The flask is empty. I don't need it anymore. It's already lit. You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
No! Don't you dare! This is an order! I won't repeat it a second time!
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens. You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens. You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens. I think they can be used in a more useful way. It's already lit. Father, was it you who screamed?
Son, even the most meek and calm man would lose his temper over this outrage.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Somebody dared to kickstart the devil's car.
I still don't understand.
Outside the church is a machine. A wicked machine. The kids of Bonetown used it to play. All that clamoring and laughter disturbed my concentration. It's not easy to write a 2-hour sermon, but it's necessary to maintain a straight-laced community. I instructed never to use it anymore. and it's been years since it fell quiet. But today, someone has transgressed. It'll be necessary to rely on the Holy Scripture again.
Are you planning to write a sermon about the scriptures?
Oh, no, son. This situation has to be resolved in the most drastic way. I have a task for you. You'll have to restore the order of things.
I don't think I'm the right person for it.
You're here in my presence, so you're the right person for the job. I didn't want it to come to this, but things are escalating. Take this sacred relic. It will be your mission to fix it and place it outside the church. Everything is already set up. A sacred aperture will host the word.
It seems like just a sign to me.
Young and pure of soul, it's the word that will prevent the newly started havoc from spreading any further.
But it just says, play forbidden.
Isn't that enough for you? My mind cannot suffer distractions. My sermon must be impeccable. Carry out your mission.
But the sign is broken.
Ask for help from the blacksmith right outside. Maybe he can help you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
It's not useful to me in this state. It's not useful. I need help. I'm on a mission from God, or rather, from the Reverend.
In this case, I can give you a second. What do you need?
The Reverend has entrusted me with a mission. I have to fix this sign. Can I take one of your tools?
I might have what you need. Inside the toolbox is a multi-purpose tool. It serves to tighten, bolt, even open some specific locks. It's the only thing I can give you for your mission. The rest I need to repair this wreck. Make good use of it.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye. Be sure to make good use of it.
As always, sir. Good idea. Perfect. Now the sign has a certain stability. It doesn't work. It has lots of uses, but not this one. It has lots of... I don't think that would work. Better not. It has lots of use. It's a multi-purpose tool. According to the blacksmith, this serves to tighten, bolt, and also open some special locks. It's closed. I'll be right back, thanks. He actually told me he was going to the warehouse. Let's try. It works. I heard a click. Empty. It seems so strange. There's something that doesn't add up in this crate. Let's see. Just as I thought. There's a false back. I just need something to pry it open. It should work. Bingo! The nail file got stuck, but it doesn't matter. There's something a lot more precious inside. It's another piece of the map, and I think it's the Teach one. Nearly half. 4 pieces out of 9. It has lots of uses, but not this one. It's a bow for a cello, but it's hairless. It has lots of uses, but not this one. I don't think that dragging this barrel of over 100 liters would benefit me a lot. They're barrels filled with water. It doesn't work. Play forbidden. It's a bit creepy. What a weird globe. It's covered in notes. It doesn't work. The stairs don't seem safe. I don't want to risk hurting myself. It doesn't work. A matchbox. It has lots of uses. It doesn't work. It has lots of... I'm not thirsty. It doesn't seem to be in good condition. It has lots of... It has An old anvil. It still seems in good condition. Play forbidden. It's a bit creepy. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Too many things. I can't... I'll remember it in case a dragon appears before me. The roll should go here. Another noise. The hideout opened a little bit more. A bit better. I can just glimpse something. Maybe a piece of paper? The crack is still too narrow. I can't stick my hand inside. Until I find the hair, this bow is unusable. I don't know what to do with it. I can only play I have to thank Mom for the music classes. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's empty. There's no need to enter. It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things. I hope it's just an exposition coffin that ended up here by mistake. I don't want to open a coffin. The entrance is locked, quite rightly. Restricted access will be reserved for family members only. It has lots of use. It's already lit. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Can you repeat what I have to do with this sign?
Son, your sacred mission is to fix it and put it back where it belongs. In the holy aperture right outside the church.
I think he means a hole. I didn't notice it before. It'd be better to check carefully.
If you need help, ask the blacksmith.
Okay, all clear, thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It should work. Mission accomplished. You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
Ah!
Oops. Technically, it wasn't all my fault. I just followed the Reverend's instructions to the letter. It's a fragment of the stained glass window. It seems to contain a piece of paper.
Hold still, son. Don't touch anything. At least until I know who did it.
All right. What happened?
Somebody, some ungodly soul guided by an evil hand, damaged the sacred stained glass windows. Have you seen any black sheep wandering in my church?
I think I saw some kids playing up front.
I thought so. Surely it was one of them. Can you describe the person?
I glimpsed a brown-haired guy.
Anything else?
Stocky.
Any distinguishing marks?
He had a slingshot.
It's clear. I'd never expect this from Beverly. I'll go and resolve the situation. Nobody can disfigure the sacred church of Bonetown, shelter of the poor, symbol of faith, beacon of the community.
Weird. I could have sworn there were some micro-inscriptions on the glass. Actually, this glass shard contains a piece of the map. Supposedly the one belonging to Reverend Drake. It's starting to take shape, but it's still incomplete. I have 5 pieces out of 9. I don't have my driver's license yet. It's an old car. Copper of very fine quality. I don't think that would work. Better use it with caution. It has lots of uses, but... LaFitte Amusement Park. I think this was once an amusement park of a certain reputation. Now it looks completely abandoned. It's not my kind of souvenir. I don't need other posters of myself. I think I already did my best with these. I don't think that would work. Better use it with... It has lots of uses, but not this one. I'd rather leave it here as a warning to all future visitors. Keep out, threatening, but not excessively. $16.99. The light will guide you. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1, start. 2, steer. It doesn't seem difficult. Okay, let's try. It's practically impossible if you don't have any coordinates. There's no recognizable place mentioned as reference for where to aim the lighthouse. I don't want them to get ruined. There are even some love potions and other remedies not known to science.
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
I can't, but maybe I can use something on me. I'm not an arsonist. Better use it with caution. I could cut. I don't think that... It has lots of uses. I feel ready.
Very well. I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, Hey, kid, the test is over. I'm sorry. I thought you were different from the others. For now, you're not the chosen one.
And yet I was sure I'd be the one. If I had to guess, there are more than 100 chicken dishes. I may be wrong, but I think the owner specializes in cooking chicken every possible way. Menu of the day: chicken, or chicken and salad, or chicken, salad, and cheese. While for drinks, there's only grog. It's the sign for a museum. I don't know what interesting stuff there is to see. It's not specified on the sign. I can't see the opening time either. Dark alley, ambiguous sign, no opening time for the public, and an old open door. I like it. It has lots of uses, but not this one. Better use it with caution. It doesn't work. Better not. It's like seeing my house. Even if I picked everything up, then it would suffer the same fate in our closet at home. I could pick all the weeds and try to fix it, but I'm not here for that reason. It has lots of use. See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure. The upper floor seems to be condemned. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive. Let's try. No way. The weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring. Better use it with... Is it possible the solution could be so easy? It seems to have worked. I won a prize. Very nice. Let's see what this is about. Small Teddy, property of LaFitte. LaFitte? Could he be the same man from my father's letter? It would seem he was a pirate with a soft heart. It'd be better to check this plush more carefully. Just as I thought, there's something hidden inside. The very smart Mr. LaFitte hid his piece of the map the only place no one would ever look for it. Better add his part of the map to the other pieces. I don't need this plush anymore. I hope Mr. LaFitte won't be offended. It's been well studied. Even now with 6 pieces, I can't get clear clues. I think I'm a good-looking kid. It could be a good idea. Now I have a nice pair of cardboard eyes. They're my eyes, cut from the amusement park poster.
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
It could work. I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test is over. I saw you fall into a trance, just like in the legend that has been passed down for generations. You're the chosen one, the one who can taste the unique and incomparable Bellamy cookie.
After the 6th plate, I felt the force flowing strong in me.
I know. The chosen one has this power. Keep the key. With this, you'll have access to the Bellamy treasure.
Thank you. I'll put it to good use. Good. I don't need these cardboard eyes anymore. Since I'm the chosen one, I'm entitled to it. It's the original Bellamy cookie. Inside should still be the message from Eddie Bellamy. I can't open it. After all these years, the dough is hardened. I need something to break the cookie. Better use it with caution. I could cause serious damage. That's a good idea. This anvil gives me a perfect support. Now I have to find something with which to try to open it. That's a good idea. Only the imitation of an ancestral weapon will allow the chosen one to perform his duty. After the impact, the hammer disappeared. Maybe it wasn't a copy of Thor's hammer, but at least the cookie broke. Inside, there is something left by Eddie Bellamy. Better take it all to not leave any trace. So I find myself with the pieces of a biscuit that dates back centuries, and a message. It doesn't seem like the classic fortune cookie message. It's a piece of the map, just like my dad said. Better add it to the others. Almost there. I'm already at 7 pieces. I'd rather not. The Bellamy treasure is finally open. Although now I don't know what to do with it. Maybe someone could digest it. I'd rather not. I don't think that would... Better not. The Bellamy treasure is finally opened. Although now I don't know what to do with it. Maybe someone could digest it. I think it is the only one able to digest it. Great! I can finally rummage through its nest. A 5-cent coin. It'll surely be useful. It's a 5-cent coin. 5-cent coin. Do what you gotta do. Perfect. A jelly bean. No horse can resist a treat. Better put it inside the manger. Being very careful, I should be able to take what I need. Easy, horsey. You won't notice a thing. That didn't go too bad. Now I have these amazing horse hairs. I hope they come in handy. Good idea. This way I should get a perfectly functioning bow. If I remember correctly, it should be played like this. That noise again. Finally, the opening is big enough to allow access. At least for a hand. I don't need the bow anymore. Perfect, I can get my hand through. It's a piece of paper. Actually, it's a piece of Kid's map. They seem delicious. If I'm not mistaken, it's Mendeleev's periodic table. Better not. I think the owner would be very upset. I'd like to take some, but I spent the last of my money at the Dead Man Inn.
Perfect. Now I have everything I need. My recipe is practically done. It will be a drink that is sure to make waves in the world. Non-alcoholic, dark-colored, sparkling. It can even cure a headache.
I wouldn't want to ruin your dream, but I think that already exists. Actually, I believe you're even in danger of clashing with some mega corporations.
I know the market very well. I managed to isolate and replace the secret ingredient with another.
Really? Which one?
Well, it's the root extract of Oh, hey. Nice try, boy. You almost had me going there. It's the only ingredient that is not present on the list. Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you. Better read it away from prying eyes. Wait a minute. This list is a bit strange. I can glimpse something under the text about the ingredients. It's a receipt. It says, I, Dr. Alfred Every, on July 15th, 2008, deliver to Steve Bonnet the artifacts found in the basement. In exchange, Mr. Bonnet transfers to the Every family, free of charge, the property of the building where the family business is actually located. The agreements will not be disclosed. Yours faithfully, Dr. Every. It's countersigned by Steve Bonnet, too. To which artifacts is Dr. Every referring? If the agreements have not been disclosed, the only one that would know anything about it is Uncle Steve. I'd better get over to his office to investigate. Weird, Steve's not here. In the meantime, I could inspect his office looking for the receipt of Dr. Every. What a weird globe. It's covered in notes. So weird. There are no notes on these papers. They're all blank. What can they do? Wait a minute. There's a button under here. I could be wrong, but they seem to have been placed in the way to hide something. There's nothing. Let's see what happens by pressing it. I wasn't expecting this. I just thought it was a drawer with some kind of mechanism. I don't think that ransacking this paperwork will help me in any way. It closed back automatically. There's probably another device in this room that makes it open. Why all this secrecy? And what's this room? Better take a look around. It seems Steve is doing some research into the Adventure Galley, Kid's ship. There are maps, notes, excerpts from old journals and books. There's nothing useful here. It's an old rope, but it still seems to be very sturdy. A rope is always useful. This window faces the road under here. Better let some fresh air in. Good idea. This seems to be the only possible way out. There are maps, routes, various notes. They represent months, or rather years, of uninterrupted work. It's a globe. Various lines were drawn on it. They look like sea routes. I thought it worked the same as the one in Steve's office. Instead, this is just a simple globe. There must be another way to get out of here. And what's this? It looks like some sort of diary. There's something inside. I don't think I'm mistaken. This is a piece of the map from Kid's crew. It's surely Every's, the last piece missing. Finally, the map is complete. On this piece, there are some coordinates. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. Brilliant! The coordinates are useless without the rest of the map. The light will guide you. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. It must have something to do with the old lighthouse. There's also a strange coin. Why is it here? What does Steve have to do with this story? There must be something I'm still missing. Let's see if there's an explanation in the diary. I can't believe this. Steve knew. Actually, Steve is the architect of Dad's death, and all because of his envy and the longing to find Kid's treasure. To think they were so close, almost brothers. Dad really trusted him, but he should have guessed his changing, and Kid wasn't that stupid. All the pieces of the map are needed to find the treasure. I have to escape from here and unmask Steve. This diary will be the proof. Better go to the old lighthouse. The light will guide you. Let's hope that's true.
Boss. Hey, boss.
What's going on?
Boss, we can't find the young Morgan anywhere.
Impossible. He can't be volatilized. Continue to search. If he has his father's insight, he has surely discovered something that we've been missing till now. I'm going back to my office. This city needs a person able to guide it.
All right, let's go.
It's Steve and the innkeeper. They're in collusion. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. See you soon, Steve.